Crossing season again! I have seen so much renewed hype for the game after they got the big recent update. I was among the many people who picked up and started playing daily again until Pokopia came out. And because Animal Crossing is relevant again for a bit, I thought now would be a good time to repurpose my old human villager designs into a couple shorts. Lemon took on that assignment and turned in a beautifully edited short that made me douse myself in gasoline because I forgot how much my art had changed since I drew them all 5 years ago. We can't post this now! They don't represent me. They're old and ugly. I have to redraw them. I have to redraw them all! Because I really don't want to just like dog on my old art. Like, I don't feel any need to be embarrassed for my old art. It's not a representation of me now. It's just kind of fun to look at. Nice little trip down memory lane.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
Back at it again! This video is sponsored by ArtWad. ArtWad is a gamified learning structure aimed towards artists of all skill levels. Everyone's got something to learn, there's always something you want to improve, and ArtWad's mission is dedicated to making that learning process easy, fun, and accessible to everyone. Whether you're a creative pro or someone just looking for a new way to expand your artistic side, ArtWad provides tailored content to fit your needs without all the extra pressure. ArtWad's learning paths are structured to be bite-sized and easy to follow, so you can pick them up or put them down as you'd like. There's no need to stay on just one path if you find yourself stuck. You can take a step back and pick up another to practice something else until you're ready to come back. No penalties, you keep all your experience. Just like in real life, all you have to do is shake off some rust to get back into it. I find that little marker of progress to be something really hopeful if you've taken a break from art for a really long time. ArtWad's accessibility makes those warm-ups very easy and even relaxing to follow as you go through the assignments for each course. ArtWad is for every artist. Whether you've stuck with it or not, if you're ready to explore a new side of your creativity, Waddy's right here and waiting to help you on the way. If you use my link in the description, you can get 30% off their yearly premium plan. Please check it out, and thank you so much to ArtWad for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. Originally, I wanted to draw every single human Animal Crossing character that I made in those older videos, so I could have something brand new for all of those shorts. It's been so long, maybe there wasn't that many. Nope, it's almost 50. Almost 50 characters that I wanted to redraw for this one video. And I thought, well, I drew so many things for my art fight video last year, I can do it. And whenever I mentioned wanting to draw 50 characters to any of my team leads, they all looked at me funny and they went, wait, what? So maybe that and the fact that I've been juggling burnout again and hating every minute of it is enough to amend my plans. Be less delusional. Maybe I just do half. Just my favorite half. That's 25 characters. I can do that, right? So you guys are getting 10. I think my art from a few years ago suffered from the desire to be stylized and expressive while also being realistically anatomically correct, which first of all, I'm sure that balance exists. It just wasn't working out in my brain. But second of all, I think it's pretty ironic now because now that my focus is on being so stylized, my anatomy is way better. The older drawings have excessive skin and fabric folds in an attempt to show form. The ratio from the calves to their ankles was insane. I was piling on a bunch of itty-bitty details to the clothing and adding patterns that were so tightly condensed that the final designs came out looking cluttered and messy. I believed that in adding a bunch of detail, it would make me look skilled and thoughtful, when actually, I think I was highlighting my flaws and calling attention to the areas that I was bullshitting. For all of these redraws, I tried to keep the characters in the same poses and generally the same outfit. This is more of an art style update video than a design update video, and I wanted to take it a little easy on myself when my plan was still to draw 50 characters by not having to think of new poses. And then that plan got canned, and I still wanted to take it easy. I'm delicate right now. Some of them changed more than others. Really just depends how much I thought needed fixing. In most cases, I was just stripping away extra details. The colors might be the second most obvious change. I recolor picked from the official villager renders and occasionally made slight adjustments to the hue to suit my tastes better. It worked out great because Animal Crossing colors are so saturated and I am big in my saturation era right now. But a lot of the skin tones desperately needed to be updated, either to be more vibrant and lively or to not be so paper white, unless it was on purpose. My old art was pretty washed out overall, but if you put my old design for Kurt in a room and turned off all the lights, you could still see him. I think that would have been a sign that he was too light. My line work is both messier and much more intentional. Messier in that I'm much less likely to fuss over cleaning up the details you really have to zoom in to see. Most people are going to be looking at these designs on a phone screen. It's just not that serious and not worth the time or stress to fiddle with so much on things that a lot of people aren't even going to notice. But also, sometimes my lines come out a little wobbly and I'll leave it as is. I'm extremely confident in my current line abilities. I lift my pen as little as possible. I try and get everything right on the first stroke instead of beating my lines into submission while mashing the undo button. I think a little wobble is charming. It's almost like a fingerprint. It looks like that because I drew it with my own hands. The part of my art process that's the most interesting to watch unfortunately can't really be captured in a time-lapse file. So I got a couple screen recordings, but I feel like even those don't really do it justice. I'd have to actually film my tablet screen and my hand with a camera for that. My line art is slow and deliberate, and my coloring is inefficient. Because most of the time with my coloring, I just grab a lasso tool and I trace the line art of what I want to color instead of using the select tool and a fill bucket. This is partially an exercise that helps me with my line control, but mainly I just find it therapeutic to color that way. It takes a little longer, but it's more fun, so I think that's more than a worthy trade-off. What the hell is the point if I'm not having fun while drawing? Even if this coloring style takes a little extra time, I am still overall leagues faster with my art now than I was 5 years ago because of all of these updated strategies. The silhouette method for my sketches, staying zoomed out of my canvas, using longer, less frequent lines, adapting my rendering style to rely on a couple well-placed gradients, and coloring some eternal line art to give my characters more dimension, all work together to make drawing a much quicker process for me. Love to see it. So these are the revamped designs that I ended up with. Kurt was simple, changed up the shape of his face a little, got rid of the pattern on his pants and gave him a beard instead to be the stand-in for the fur pattern around his muzzle. For Octavian, I just took the plaid pattern off of his pants. For Samson, I made his hair color pink instead of blonde. Annalisa almost didn't change at all. I just made her dress a little longer and I didn't bother with the details on her shoes. Rilla's design changed a good bit. In the original design, I tried to strike a balance between buff and cute, and I think I missed the mark. This new outfit I gave her looks way more nerdy and sweet. Marty didn't change much, but I spaced out the stripes on his overalls way more, and I changed up his socks to match his white paws better. Etoile was my favorite back in the day, and she's my favorite again now. Originally, she was really Decora maximalist, and I think I still strike that vibe with the updated design without being overly cluttered. Chai changed a good amount, let her hair down, had it flip out more like the elephant ears, and changed the outfit to be cozier. I remember back in the day I shaped her shoelaces to be like Cinnamoroll's ears, and this time I just straight up put Cinnamoroll's head as her laces. Chelsea is straight up an entirely different character. I think I astronomically missed the mark in her first design. Girly Pop in the game is wearing a polo shirt and has an undercut. She is not Rarity. I think this new design suits her weird girl energy much better. And finally, Toby, who didn't change very much at all because I'm still very fond of him. He reminds me of my OC12 and that makes me smile. So these are the redraws I did for this video. Do you have a favorite? Is it weird seeing my old and my new art side by side like this? Do you prefer the old ones? I yearn to learn your thoughts in the form of a funny little comment. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and as always, thank you to our patrons. $2 a month gets you access to all the works in progress and behind-the-scenes content that we share. And for the next 2 weeks, that means y'all will be seeing all the pages I fill in my second Japan travel sketchbook, because I'm leaving for that trip in just a couple days. By the time you're watching this video, I will already be there. The $5 tier is currently being restructured, and the $10 tier gets your name at the end of my videos, just like this. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!